about the dream I had last night before I forget it for the rest of the day? So we were in the middle of fields or somewhere, I don't remember. We were in Canada. That's where my dream took place. And we were in the middle of roads with just fields, no houses, nothing for miles. And then my car just like stopped. I'm like, why is my car not moving? I looked down, my gas is literally below the empty line, and I couldn't get it started. I was like praying, hoping. I was like, oh, it's gonna start, it's fine. We couldn't get it to start. Zach was with me. Then suddenly there was just this house. So we walked over to their house. We're like, hey, do you have a working vehicle? They're like, yeah, here's the keys. I'm like, wait, you're just gonna give us your keys? They're like, yeah, just go for it. I'm like, okay. So we drive to the gas station because we're not just gonna keep their car. We drive to the gas station, but then when we get in, it's this airport. And Zach's walking through the security line, and then some kid takes this giant stuffed animal. I don't know why he had a stuffed animal. But I grab the stuffed animal by the ear. I'm like, dude, this is not yours, this is his. Thank you. And I give it back to Zach. And then this little kid is like, oh, you're handing it to me? And she takes it. I'm like, okay, I was handing it to him. This is not yours. So I take it, and then her mom was on the ground, crouched down, like tying her shoe or something. And she's like, excuse me, why did you take my daughter's toy? I'm like, this is clearly Zach's toy. Look on the bottom of his foot. It was like Toy Story when they write their name on Woody, you know? Yeah. But that happened, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Forget it. And then as we were leaving security, this army guy stopped him, because there's been army guys in my school just like recruiting people or something, I don't know. But this army guy stopped him, and he's just like, hey, you want to be in the army? And then Zach's like, yes, I want to be in the army. And then the guy just like gave him a physical or something. And then we're like, oh no, your knee is too screwed up. Sorry, you can't. And then Zach's like, oh, it's fine. He just takes his knee off. I'm like, and then when we were leaving the airport, Claire was there for some reason, and I had her coat on and she had my coat on. I had a little Carhartt, like, it was like Zach's, except not old, and she had my snowmobiling jacket, expensive thing on. I don't know why, but she found a stick in my pocket, and she was like, oh, this tastes good, and it was like strawberry. In my dream, I remember tasting it. It tasted like strawberry. I don't know how that works. Dreams are weird. Marcy showed up, and her stick was blue. I'm like, why is your stick blue? So she put it in her mouth, and she's like, I can't taste it, but it smells so good. I'm like, wait, you can't smell.